The following are different ingredients and materials that I use for this video. And in the link below, I will post all of the materials that are used. Alright, so let's begin. This is a 2-pound block of goat milk soap. And I like the way that it's sectioned off already. So all I would have to do is just cut right along the lines that are already there. Now let's cut straight down the middle, and that will give me 1 pound for each side. There, I got it. Alright, so now we have the 1 pound. Now I'm just going to cut along each of the lines here. Alright, down to my last few blocks to cut. This was a very easy, smooth soap to cut. Comment down below which is your favorite soap to use. This is goat milk. It smells very good and has a very smooth texture. Now I have this round bowl here that I plan to use for melting my soap. Until I realized I have to pour it into the mold. So I grabbed my clear bowl here. And this one is nice because it gives me enough of space to use to pour my soap into the molds. Alright, here we go. Now it's time to melt. So I'm going to take all of my cubes of soap and I'm going to place them into my bowl. Now glass bowl seems to work best for this as it holds the heat. Alright, into the microwave for 30 seconds. As you can see, it begins to melt, not completely. Alright, there are some that are melted a little bit more than others. So back into the microwave for another 10 seconds. Alright, here it is. It's starting to break down and melt. Still clumpy. It's a little bit like yogurt and cottage cheese. So we're going to keep it going back into the microwave again. But before you do that, it's important to stir. Alright, so this has been placed in the microwave probably about 4 or 5 more times at 10 seconds. Spilt a little. You can always just wipe it right up and put it back into the bowl. Save as much as possible. Now for the oatmeal. I should have stopped here. Instead, I poured the whole bowl into the soap mix. Way too much oatmeal was used, as you can see. Now, if you like to use a lot of oatmeal in your soap, go for it. But for me, this was too much. Alright, here's my mold. And I like this one. The cute little rose is one of my favorites. Now, as I mentioned before, It's important to continue to stir, and your soap begins to harden quickly. So you want to move very fast. Make sure you have all of your materials and ingredients ready to go. Now right here at this point, I could continue to pour right into the molds, or I can take my soap dish and stick back into the microwave for another 10 seconds. Right about here, as you see right on the rim of the bowl, the soap is sitting there because it's beginning to harden. So this would have been a great point to put my, as well as a spoon, is to put the soap back into the microwave for another 10 seconds. See? Alright, as this is my first batch, this would have been a great melting point right now. As I'm trying to press it down, it is clumpy, and when it hardens, it would still look the same way. So I want it to have that smooth look to the soap, and I could have easily just popped it right out of the mold and stuck it back into the microwave. But I wanted to show the difference as to why it's important to melt and make sure it's very smooth and melted through completely for your soap. Alright, that time again. Alright, gotta do the floss while you're waiting for your soap to melt. Hey! Alright, so this is my second batch, and as you can tell, it's a lot smoother than the first batch here. And of course I use a lot less oatmeal in the second batch. This was a very fun and cool project to do. As a first-time soap maker, I think this was a hit for me. I love the way it turned out, and I put them in little gift bags with little notes for some ladies at my church. If you would like to see more videos, comment down below. Remember to subscribe and hit that like button. As always, thanks for watching.